Namaste and Jai Shri Krishna. Today we would be narrating the pastime of Pāṇḍava Nirjalā Ekādaśī. It is said that if one observes Ekādaśī, then one receives entrance to Lord Vishnu's abode. Simply by listening to this Ekādaśī Katha, one attains the same merit as observing the fast. Please listen attentively. Pāṇḍava Nirjalā Ekādaśī pastime. Once Bhim, the younger brother of Maharaj Yudhishthir, asked the great sage Srila Vyasadeva, the grandfather of the Pāṇḍavas, if it was possible to return to the spiritual world without having observed all the rules and regulations of the Ekādaśī fasts. Bhim then spoke as follows: O greatly intelligent and learned grandfather, my brother Yudhishthir, my dear mother Kunti, and my beloved wife Draupadi, as well as Arjun, Nakul, and Sahadev, fast completely on each Ekādaśī and strictly follow all the rules and regulations of that sacred day. Being very religious, they always tell me that I should also fast on that day too. But, O learned grandfather, I tell them that I cannot live without eating, because as the son of Vayudev, Saman Pran, the digestive air, hunger is unbearable to me. I can give widely in charity and worship Lord Keshav properly, but I cannot fast on Ekādaśī. Please tell me how I can obtain the same result without fasting. Hearing these words, Srila Vyasadeva replied, If you want to go to the heavenly planets and avoid the hellish planets, you should indeed observe a fast on both the light and dark Ekādaśīs. Bhim said, O greatly intelligent grandfather, please listen to my plea. O greatest of Munis, since I cannot live if I eat only once in a day, how can I possibly live if I fast completely? Within my stomach burns a special fire named Vrik, the fire of digestion. Only when I eat to my full satisfaction does the fire in my stomach become satisfied. O great sage, I might possibly be able to fast only once. So I beg you to tell me of an Ekādaśī that includes all other Ekādaśīs. I shall faithfully observe that fast and hopefully still become eligible for liberation. Srila Vyasadeva replied, O king, you have heard from me about the various kinds of occupational duties, such as elaborate Vedic ceremonies and pujas. In Kali Yuga, however, no one will be able to observe all these occupational duties properly. I shall therefore tell you how, at practically no expense, one can endure some small austerity and achieve the greatest benefit and resultant happiness. The essence of what is written in the Vedic literatures, known as the Puranas, is that one should not eat on either the dark or light fortnight Ekādaśīs. One who fasts on Ekādaśī is saved from going to the hellish planets. Hearing Srila Vyasadeva's words, the son of Vayu, Bhim, the strongest of all warriors, became frightened and began to shake like a leaf on a banyan tree in a strong wind. The frightened Bhim then said, O grandfather, what should I do? I am completely unable to fast twice a month throughout the year. Please tell me of the one fasting day that will bestow the greatest benefit upon me. Vyasadeva replied, Without drinking even water, you should fast on the Ekādaśī that occurs during the light fortnight of the month of Jeshth, May-June. According to learned personalities, on this day, one may bathe and perform Achman for purification. But while performing Achman, one may drink only that amount of water equal to a drop of gold, or that amount it takes to immerse a single mustard seed. Only this amount of water should be placed in the right palm for sipping, which one should form to resemble a cow's ear. If one drinks more water than this, he might as well have drunk wine. One must certainly not eat anything, for if he does so, he breaks his fast. This rigid fast is in effect from sunrise on Ekādaśī to sunrise on Dvadashi. If a person endeavors to observe this great fast very strictly, he easily achieves the result of observing all 24 Ekādaśī fasts throughout the entire year. On Dvadashi, the devotee should bathe early in the morning. Then, according to the prescribed rules and regulations, and depending on his ability, he should give some gold and water to worthy Brahmins. Finally, he should cheerfully honor prasadam with a Brahmin. O Bhim, one who can fast on this special Ekādaśī in this manner reaps the benefit of having fasted on every Ekādaśī during the year. There is no doubt of this. O Bhim, now hear the specific merit one gets by fasting on this Ekādaśī. The Supreme Lord Keshav, who holds a conch, discus, club, and lotus, personally told me everyone should take shelter of me and follow my instructions. Then he told me that one who fasts on this Ekādaśī without drinking water or eating becomes free of all sinful reactions, and that one who observes the difficult Nirjal fast on Jyeshtha Shukla Ekādaśī truly reaps the benefit of all other Ekādaśī fasts. O Bhim, in Kali Yuga, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, when all the principles of the Vedas will have been destroyed or greatly minimized, and when there will be no proper charity or observance of the ancient Vedic principles and ceremonies, how will there be any means of purifying the self? But there is the opportunity to fast on Ekādaśī and become free of all one's past sins. O son of Vayu, what more can I say to you? You should not eat during the Ekādaśīs that occur during the dark and light fortnights, and you should even give up drinking water, Nirjalā water, on the particularly auspicious Ekādaśī day of Jyeshtha Shukla Ekādaśī. O Vrikodar, the ferocious eater, whoever fasts on this Ekādaśī receives the merits of bathing in all the places of pilgrimage, giving all kinds of charities, and fasting on all the dark and light Ekādaśīs. Of this there is no doubt. O tiger among men, whoever fasts on this Ekādaśī truly becomes a great person and achieves all wealth, gains strength and health, and at the fearful moment of death, the terrible Yamduts, whose complexions are yellow and black, and who brandish huge clubs and twirl mystic harsh ropes in the air, will refuse to approach him. Rather, such a faithful soul will at once be taken to the supreme abode of Lord Vishnu by the Vishnudutas, whose transcendently beautiful forms are clothed in gorgeous yellowish garments, and who each hold a disc, club, conch and lotus in their forehands, resembling Lord Vishnu. It is to gain all these benefits that one should certainly fast on this very auspicious and important Ekādaśī, even from water. When the other Pandavas heard about the benefits to be gained by following Jyeshtha Shukla Ekādaśī, they resolved to observe it exactly as Srila Vyasadeva had explained it to their brother Bhim. All the Pandavas observed it by refraining from eating or drinking anything, and thus this day is also known as Pāṇḍava Nirjalā Dvadashi. Srila Vyasadeva continued, O Bhim, therefore you should observe this important fast to remove all your past sinful reactions. You should pray to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, in this way, making your Sankalp declaration. O Lord of all the Devas, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, today I shall observe Ekādaśī without taking any water. O unlimited Anant, I shall break fast on the next day, Dvadashi. Thereafter, to remove all his sins, the devotee should honor this Ekādaśī fast with full faith in the Lord and with full control over his senses. Whether his sins are equal in volume to Mount Sumeru or to Mandarachal hill, if he or she observes this Ekādaśī, the sins that have been accumulated all become nullified and are burned to ashes. Such is the great power of this Ekādaśī. O best of human beings, although a person should also give water and cows in charity during this Ekādaśī, if for some reason or other he cannot, then he should give a qualified Brahman some cloth or a pot filled with water. Indeed, the merit achieved by giving water alone equals that gained by giving gold 10 million times a day. O Bhim, Lord Shri Krishna has said that whoever observes this Ekādaśī should take a holy bath, give charity to a worthy person, chant the Lord's holy names on a japamala, and perform some kind of recommended sacrifice. For by doing these things on this day, one receives imperishable benefits. There is no need to perform any other kind of religious duty. Observance of this Ekādaśī fast alone promotes one to the supreme abode of Shri Vishnu. O best of the Kurus, if one donates gold, cloth, or anything else on this day, the merit one obtains is imperishable. Remember, whosoever eats any grains on Ekādaśī becomes contaminated by sin and verily eats only sin. In effect, after death, he suffers a hellish existence. But he who observes the sacred Jyeshtha Shukla Ekādaśī and gives something in charity certainly achieves liberation from the cycle of repeated birth and death and attains to the supreme abode. Observing this Ekādaśī, which is merged with Dvadashi, frees one from the horrible sin of killing a Brahman, drinking liquor and wine, becoming envious of one's spiritual master, and ignoring his instructions and continually telling lies. Furthermore, O best of beings, any man or woman who observes this fast properly and worships the Supreme Lord of Jal Shahi, he who sleeps on the water, and who on the next day satisfies a qualified Brahmin with nice sweets and a donation of cows and money. Such a person certainly pleases the Supreme Lord Vasudev, so much so that 100 previous generations in his family undoubtedly go to the Supreme Lord's abode, even though they may have been very sinful, of bad character, and guilty of suicide, etc. Indeed, one who observes this amazing Ekādaśī rides on a glorious celestial airplane, Viman, to the Lord's abode. One who on this day gives a Brahmin a water pot, an umbrella, or shoes, surely goes to the heavenly planets. Indeed, he who simply hears these glories also attains to the transcendental abode of the Supreme Lord, Sri Vishnu. Whoever performs the Shraddh ceremony to the forefathers on the dark moon day called Amavasya, particularly if it occurs at the time of a solar eclipse, undoubtedly achieves great merit. But this same merit is achieved by him who simply hears the sacred narration. So powerful and so dear to the Lord is this Ekādaśī. One should clean his teeth properly and without eating or drinking observe this Ekādaśī to please the Supreme Lord Keshav. On the day after Ekādaśī, one should worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his form as Trivikrama by offering him water, flowers, incense, and a brightly burning lamp. Then the devotee should pray from the heart, O God of gods, O deliverer of everyone, O Hrishikesh, master of the senses, kindly bestow upon me the gift of liberation, though I can offer you nothing greater than this humble pot filled with water. Then the devotee should donate the water pot to a Brahmin. O Bhim, after observing this Ekādaśī fast and donating the recommended items according to his ability, the devotee should feed Brahmins and thereafter honor prasadam silently. Srila Vyasadeva concluded, I strongly urge you to fast on this auspicious, purifying, sin-devouring Devadashi in just the way I have outlined. Thus you will be completely freed of all sins and reach the supreme abode. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Jyeshtha Shukla Ekādaśī or Bhimseni Nirjalā Ekādaśī from the Brahma Vaivarta Puran.
Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to encourage more videos like this. Hari Bol.